Whoa, this indicator tells us that Bitcoin could move downwards for the next 20 days, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you are on this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this video. Welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For the newcomers, my name is Didi. In today's short but powerful video, I'm talking about Bitcoin, blockchain, and life. I will start with a news item, then I will go into the charts, and then I will end with an inspirational quote, guys. Doing it here, not on the beach, because yesterday with Muay Thai, I hurt my foot a little bit, so I'm going to take it easy today. And also I need to do a YouTube podcast on the island with a big YouTuber over here that talks about Phuket later today. Short but powerful. Let's jump into the news first. Bam! As I found it difficult to find news for today, I didn't find like spectacular news. You know, everything is about Bitcoin at the moment, going up, going down, volatility. Yes, of course, I'm going to talk during the charts about an indicator that's telling us, hey, Bitcoin could go downwards for the next 20 days. So all of that later in the charts. The news, guys, Didi Bam Bam went live like 2 weeks ago, doing pretty well, hanging around 30 cents per Didi Bam token. Of course, we are going to launch very soon with a Telegram app. The educational platform is already up and running and live, and we already onboarded more than 200 people into that educational platform. Yes, we are of course starting a new marketing campaign. Yesterday already we were on Twitter talking together with the guys of Mr. Miggles, which is a beautiful meme coin on Base. Check that one out as well. They have big news coming up, so do check those out. Other news that I want to share with you guys is about our Amazon Prime series. Yes, it's only available still in the Netherlands, Belgium and Luxembourg, as Amazon Prime is holding back on putting it internationally. They want to time it right, maybe after Christmas, blah blah blah, you know. But the cool thing is we still have the rights to all the images, and we can even put them public on YouTube if we want. And that's what we are thinking about already for some months, and probably it's gonna end up like that. We are gonna publish it on YouTube, public for everyone to watch. Nobody needs to have a subscription to Amazon Prime or Netflix, and we're going to do it in different languages: English, French, Spanish, maybe even German, just to show the world what the all in the Bitcoin family lifestyle looks like, guys. Yes, it was a success in the Benelux, but there is reasons that probably Amazon Prime is holding it back for international. Maybe they find it too big of a risk. I don't know what the reason is. I don't care about the reason, because we don't care about the money as the Bitcoin family. So we will just take all the beautiful images and put them then on Rumble or YouTube, one of these platforms, and just give it to the community so they can watch season 1. And yes, we have enough content already to even create season 2, but more about that later. So if you don't know what to watch for Christmas, I think you can even watch it already with like a VPN on Amazon Dutch, and then you can watch it, and there is English subtitles and French subtitles, I think. So you can even listen to the Dutch voice, the original voice, just like you watch, for example, all the Spanish or Turkish series on Netflix. You can also watch now a Dutch series on Amazon Prime, and then just read the English subtitles or the French subtitles, guys. So probably use a VPN for that. I will put a link to the series down below, guys. Now, that was all the news for the day. Now let's quickly jump into the charts to show you what is happening to Bitcoin, as again we saw this huge dip, and of course also a dip in the altcoins. What is happening to Bitcoin and what is going to happen next? Let's see now in the charts, guys. Bam! The first chart for today, guys, of course the 4-hour chart like you're used. We broke out of this pattern. I thought we mostly retest the top line of this pattern. We did over there. We kept that top perfectly. Just check that line perfectly. The wick is a very long one, so we pushed up again, and now again we came down to this line, but we are holding support now on this upward trend line. So what does this mean? This upward trend line means this is the trend we have, and we are holding support, which is really positive. This is the breakout. We are retesting a breakout, which is also still positive. Yes, I know this was the biggest amount of liquidations ever in history of Bitcoin, and a lot of people lost because they played with too much leverage. And here again, a lot of liquidations. People lose if they played with too much leverage. But if you're an investor in Bitcoin, you want to see these big wicks to the downside. These big wicks, they mean that we want to move upwards. these dips are completely bought up, which means there's a lot of buying pressure on those moments. The RSI beautifully here now on the bottom, so that's also coming back to the bottom where it needs to be, resetting and maybe having now the possibility again to grow into a positive market. And if we add the Bitcoin family indicator package, look how beautiful that sell signal was there. Doubtful situation over here, doubtful flat white line, then the sell signal, a blue line crossing that white line steeply from green into blue and yellow. That was a beautiful short, guys, but I don't short in the bull markets because the trend is your friend. But this is short-term beautiful volatility to trade. But if you zoom out, we can see we're still holding this upward trend line. When we break that trend line, then yes, even 92K or even 80K levels, 85K levels over here somewhere, they can become the next target. But I will show you this on this chart. This is the day channel. On the day channel, there is only one thing that is very important for you to see, and it is that beautiful green line over there. The green line on the day channel is the 50 daily moving average, guys. And why is the 50 important? The red line, by the way, is the 200, as you know. So when the 50 crosses the 200, that's a golden cross. That's what happened when after that the price went up. Now, why is this 50 moving average an important line? Now just let's look back in history. I'm going to zoom out into the charts just to look at the previous bull market. I just want to help you not freak out too much. Over here, there we go. Now maybe I should take this pair, sorry, this is more easy. Yeah, this one is better. This one has more data. This one has more data, as is the Bitstamp. A little bit more lines on it, but still it's clear for you guys. I hope it's clear. You can see that that green line in the previous bull market, look, every time when we came above it, we came back to that green line. Above it, back to that green line. Above it, back to the green line. Above it, back to the green line. Now we can even take it further back to that bull market before this year. This is the 2017 bull market. Just look how important that green line was in that bull market, guys. We came above it, just check, every time. We came above the green line, found back, above, came back, even down below, then back. Every time, that's 50-day moving average. So that's an important line if you look into Bitcoin history. So why wouldn't it be an important line now? I think it still is an important line. So if we take a look now at that line at the moment, yes, that's how long we have been charting and taking these levels, etc. for you guys already, all those lines. But if you look at it, that line at the moment is at 85,350. So could we fall back to that line? Yes, we can. Could that line go up a little bit higher now in the next couple of days, something like this, and then curl over a little bit? And could we maybe make one more leg up and come down to this line? 93K-ish, whatever goes sideways, that's all possible. That's all possible. I'm not freaking out, I'm an investor. I'm zooming out. This will take a very long time before that we will reach a bull market top in the next year, 2025. So don't freak out, zoom out, know what kind of dips can happen in Bitcoin. This would be a 10 to 15% dip, which is a normal dip during a bull market. 20% is even a normal dip during a bull market. Now, let's jump into some more interesting charts over here. Before I continue the charts, guys, if you want to trade all of these positions, use Bybit. Bybit at the moment has a really cool promotion where you can win up to $6,000 every day until Christmas. There is a giveaway where you can do all kinds of cool stuff and you can win up to $6,000 every day all the way up to Christmas, guys. So that's a beautiful 2-week period of times of beautiful prizes you can get and grab on Bybit. Use the link down below. If you prefer to trade decentralized, for example, even the Didi Bam Bam token, that one is live on Apex Pro. Use the link down below to Apex Pro, as they also have a really cool content creation promotion. If you join Apex Pro now and you join this promotion, you can win up to 100,000 Apex token. One Apex token is at the moment $1.70-ish. So Bybit, huge massive promotion, sign-up bonus of 30K. Apex Pro, huge massive promotion, also a sign-up bonus of 30K. So use those two links, Bybit centralized, Apex decentralized. If you want to trade one of these, use the links down below. And of course, there's also Blowfin, non-KYC trading on a centralized platform with also a huge sign-up bonus and some prizes to grab as well, all the way up to Christmas. Use those three links down below the video. Now let's jump into the next part of the charts. This one, for example, this chart is a chart that shows you an indicator that is telling us that we could go downwards for the next 20 days. That's what this chart is telling us. And downwards means a 20% dip, but slowly. And why is this chart telling us this? Now, I'm going to show you a few things. I need to draw this period of time over there. When that blue line came above that dotted line, there's the chop. You can add this one in TradingView. This one is telling us, hey, whenever it happens that the blue line comes above the dotted line, we need to kind of reset the market. There's too much volatility, too much strange things happening in the industry. We need to reset. And when we did that, for example, here, this was in August, we can see that the amount of days is a day chart. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Almost 20 days of like a little bit up and then downwards movement. Every time when we do this, there again, we came close to the top. You see that? There is a downward movement. Even if we go to the midst of this line, over there, we can have a downward movement. In March this year, we also saw a downward movement of almost 20 days when we came above that line. That was in March this year. So be prepared. The most time when we see this line topping over, just like September, we have a 20-day downward movement. Here it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. Now, at the moment, we just need to be honest. We go here, there. Look, let's be very honest. That line was above the dotted line. So that could mean a 20-day downwards movement, sideways to downwards. Look, sideways to downwards, here we were around 74,000 and we dropped all the way to 68,000, 6K drop. So that's a 10% drop. This one over there, we were at 65K and we dropped to 60K. So that's also a 10% drop. Here, over there, we were at 65K, we dropped all the way to 55K. So that's a little bit of a bigger drop. It's a 15% drop in those 20 days. Here in August over there, guys, we dropped all the way from 70,000 back to here, I need to check the line, this line, 50K. That's a 20,000 drop, that was 25%. So just to make that clear, this could lead into 20 days of bearishness, 10 to 20% drop from 104K, 10% would be 90K, 20% would be 80K. I would still not be freaking out because we are in the midst of the bull market. We're going to see a correction and we are going to go up after that again, just like I told you in 2025. But I hope it's clear that this indicator is telling you something could go more bearish a little bit for the next 20 days, which could be very bullish for the altcoins. Like I told you in the last couple of videos, these altcoins could start to outperform Bitcoin because of also this one, guys. Okay? Now, does that freak us out as an investor? Not at all. Why not? Because Bitcoin is still the best performing asset if you look at the last 4 years. There's no other asset you can go into and outperform Bitcoin. The Magnificent 7, nope, 28%. Microsoft, no, 18%. S&P 500, no, 14%, real estate, no, 10%, gold, 6%, bonds, minus 5%. The only asset that you could stay in to outperform all of these assets is Bitcoin, 62% in the last 4 years. So short-term volatility is beautiful if you're a trader. You should be freaking out about short-term volatility because you need to have your trades right, etc. But if we are an investor, we need to look at the longer term, 4 years, 8 years, 12 years. Bitcoin is outperforming all of these assets in the long term. There's not one asset coming close to Bitcoin. So don't freak out, but zoom out. That's my lesson for today. Yeah, it's really early. I think it's now 7 o'clock here in Thailand in the morning because I need to do other YouTube later, guys. I hope you really enjoyed the charts. Short term, again, amazing volatility, but also a shitload of liquidations. And these liquidations happen because people trade with too much leverage. Like if you trade with a leverage of 2x or 3x, you won't be liquidated. If you trade with a leverage of 20x or 50x, yes, your positions will all be liquidated when the Bitcoin price drops with 10K or when the Ethereum price drops with $400. Then your positions will be liquidated. So it's very important you understand, educate yourself how to really trade with leverage. What is the risk-reward ratio? How much leverage should you use? If you want to learn all of it, guys, that is why we started the DidiBamBam.me platform. Go there, sign up, go through all the courses, and you will understand what kind of leverage to use on what moments, etc. guys. That's what the course is about. Baby steps from what is crypto and blockchain all the way to trading strategies and everything else what has to do with trading, guys. Now, I think at the moment, guys, it's very important for all those people watching, don't freak out. These are the dips I've been warning you for a couple of weeks already. I told you guys, 104K-ish, there's sloppy hands, but we will dip. 20% is nothing, it's a normal dip. And if you count 20% from 104K, guys, how much is this? There's a 20K dip. We could even dip to the 85,000 US dollar level, and I'm still not freaking out because this is part of a bull market. We go up, we come down a little bit. We need to collect some more volume, bam, to go up even higher. Every time in Bitcoin this happens. So when it comes to Bitcoin, please zoom out. If you're not a trader and not doing trades every day, you're an investor. And if you're an investor, you do not need to worry about the short-term volatility trade opportunities because you invested for the long term. You just put your capital into Bitcoin to see how much more worth it would be 4 years later. That's what an investor does. And believe me, in 2025, I will be there to even tell the investors, hey, investors, now it's time to exchange your Bitcoins into stable coins, wait for the crash, and buy a lot of more Bitcoins back. That is what we will play with an investor team, not as the traders. They are trading daily. Make up your mind. What are you? Investor or trader? Now, that were the charts. Let's now jump into the inspirational part of the video, guys. As I'm slowly running out of quotes, guys, I need to use live quotes like multiple times already in my videos. I will try to make a Bitcoin quote. And my Bitcoin quote for today is, Bitcoin is the bridge between financial freedom and personal sovereignty, empowering individuals to not only own their wealth, but also own their future. That is how you need to see Bitcoin. It is not just financial freedom. It is also freedom of sovereignty, of being who you want to be in this world. The combination of that is what makes Bitcoin one of the most powerful tools in the world. That is the reason why I got those two tattoos. This one stands for Bitcoin and blockchain. This was the missing link for this one, peaceful anarchy. We should be deciding on our own lives in a very peaceful way. No war, no bullets, no machines, just peaceful. And how can we do that peaceful? By using this tool, by withdrawing all the funds from the traditional system and put them in this new system, Bitcoin. Now, why peaceful anarchy? Because anarchy means that we as people can decide on our own lives without the use of centralized governments. And I really believe that that was not possible until the blockchain. Because until the blockchain, we could only use a database, SQL, Access, whatever it was, that was centrally controlled and maintained by a person or a group of people. And those people would always have the possibility to change the data in that database. Since we now have the Bitcoin blockchain, this now makes it possible to be trusting a data. We can now put data in the Bitcoin blockchain that can't be changed by no one. So we know and we can verify and we can trust all the data that is now put on that blockchain. So that would mean that now internationally we could do proposals and collectively vote on them, and the results of those votings cannot be changed anymore by a centralized entity, which makes it possible to have a peaceful anarchy lifestyle. Because I can vote in it, somebody in Zimbabwe can vote it, somebody in the United States can vote, in Australia, New Zealand, in Indonesia, the Netherlands, wherever they live, they can go online and vote about decisions that concerns our world. And nobody is able to change the vote. So that will be a very honest way of showing the world leaders at the moment, hey, this is what the world wants, not what you say. That's not true. We can just vote. We open that world voting system, whatever we call it, and we vote for certain things. And when we vote for those things will happen. That is what peaceful anarchy means, not voting for a person that becomes president and that does all the kinds of different stuff, or prime minister, whatever it is in your country, or king that does all the kinds of things that he thinks he should do and not what the people want him to do. Peaceful anarchy, Bitcoin, it was the missing link. And that is why I said that quote, Bitcoin is not only about financial freedom, it's also about personal sovereignty. We will be able to own our own data. We will be able to own our own future. We will be able to create our own future in a decentralized way. And we don't need to be oppressed anymore by those centralized entities that refer to themselves as governments that think that they know what is best for their people because they don't give a fuck. Most of those politicians just want to fill their own pockets and have a little bit of leadership to brag to their friends on their champagne party. I am the boss of the United States, or I am the boss of Russia, or I am the Prime Minister of the Netherlands. That is what it's all about. Power, control. Let's take away the power from those people. Let's take away the power from all those egoistic people who think that they know what is best for you. Well, you and I understand that we know what is best for us. And how do we take away that power from those people and bring it back to the people? Through a peaceful way, Bitcoin. The moment you keep using their currencies, euros, dollars, whatever fiat currency it is, the moment you keep using them, they will stay in control. The moment you start to take all of your currencies out of this system and put it in the Bitcoin system, they will lose control. Then you, as the people, will take over control. But if we give away that Bitcoin now to the rich of the rich and the institutional investors and all the governments, countries, presidents again, the United States wants to have them, El Salvador already has them, Brazil wants to have them, all of the world, all countries want to own Bitcoin now. If we again give this tool, Bitcoin, which is the missing link for peaceful anarchy, if we give this tool again, if we sell all our Bitcoins to these governments, we again lose that fight. That's how simple it is. Bitcoin was created to go against the centralized banks, to go against the centralized governments. It was not created just to make some profits, to buy a Lamborghini or a bigger house, or to brag on YouTube how good you are with Bitcoin. Is way more than this. It is a peaceful revolution to take away the power from those centralized entities that have been fucking us over and over and over again because of printing of money out of thin air, not backed by anything, and putting inflation on the poor people while they fill their bags. That is what happened the last decades. That is why Bitcoin was invented. That is why we collectively as community should take the power back to the people by withdrawing all the fucking shitcoins that they print for nothing and put it into Bitcoin and make that the most valuable asset and hodl that asset. HODL your Bitcoin. Don't sell them to countries. Don't sell them to presidents, to institutional investors. HODL them. Let's stay in control. That is my inspirational quote for today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy the video, then please give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. What do you think about the charts? What do you think about the news? What do you think about everything else? Thanks for watching. I wish you an amazing Tuesday and see you tomorrow again. Bam.